Hi, I'm Bill Jennings, a member of the health and fitness team at the Touchmark Retirement Community in Spokane, Washington.
Hi, I'm Alan Stoic. I'm our executive chef here at Touchmark.
And we're really pleased to offer you this presentation about the nutritional benefits of the Mediterranean diet for the 2021 HOPE Conference on behalf of the Northwest Parkinson's Foundation. Now, there's no one diet specifically for Parkinson's, but everybody needs to eat healthy to stay healthy, especially people with Parkinson's. And doctors recommend that people living with Parkinson's manage their symptoms with a healthy diet that's rich in unprocessed foods, lots of fruits and vegetables, whole grains, healthy fats, moderate dairy, and more fish and poultry than red meat. And perhaps no diet fits this prescription better than the Mediterranean diet. It's been long known that people who live in the Mediterranean region in the world, and also people who enjoy a Mediterranean style of eating, have a lower risk of any number of diseases ranging from obesity, diabetes, cancers, cardiovascular disease, and they also tend to live healthier longer with this type of eating style. And people live healthier longer on a Mediterranean type eating plan for a variety of reasons. And one of the Mediterranean diet is probably most famous for being heart healthy. And because it's heart healthy, it's also brain healthy by protecting your blood vessels and your heart. Your cardiovascular system can deliver a rich supply of blood to your brain. Your brain is a very blood-hungry organ, and that rich supply of blood delivers oxygen and nutrients that keep your brain healthy and lower the risk of a decline in memory and thinking skills as we grow older. And there's also a real richness of omega-3 fats in Mediterranean style eating. And omega-3 fats are best known for fighting inflammation throughout your body, and foods in the Mediterranean diet like fish, fatty fish, like the salmon that Alex is going to cook today, and olive oil, vegetable oils, they all help protect your joints and your organs, and this Mediterranean style of eating can even help relieve the symptoms of autoimmune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis. And the rich abundance of fruits and vegetables in the Mediterranean diet also supply a lot of nutrients called antioxidants that help protect the cells in your tissues and organs from the damage of everyday living, and this can really lower your risk of developing cancers as you get older. And it's not only the food about the Mediterranean style of eating that is really, really good for you. It's the outlook and the lifestyle of the Mediterranean way, let's call it. The Mediterranean lifestyle combines moderation and variety, which is really important in any kind of eating style. And because of that moderation, you're protecting yourself from overeating, gaining weight. The variety ensures that you get a wide range of all of the essential nutrients that you need. And a couple of other things about the Mediterranean lifestyle are valuing harmony with nature, which is really important, and valuing relationships. And part of that is enjoying meals with others and having conversations around the dinner table, which is a healthier way to eat, because while you're being social while you're eating, it slows you down, and you allow your body a chance to feel full, and you also enjoy the food more. You savor the flavors and the textures, and that's all part of that social aspect of Mediterranean eating. And don't forget that the Mediterranean lifestyle also includes a really active lifestyle, but not until you relax and take it easy after a meal. Go ahead, Alex.
Thanks, Bill, for that great introduction, and thank you for joining us here at Touchmark on the South Hill. Today we're going to be preparing a couple of dishes that fit great into our Mediterranean diet, and we're also going to be talking about some other items, foods, things like that that you may already be eating that fall directly into this diet and lifestyle. So we'll go ahead and get started right into what we're going to do today, which is going to be an avocado toast. For starters, we're going to do a simple light breakfast. We're going to do an avocado toast. We're going to have our whole grain wheat bread right here, which in this case, I'm going to toast it in some olive oil right in our pan here. You're more than welcome to do it in a toaster, toast oven, however your preference is. We're also going to do a poached egg. Sometimes, a lot of times, they'll do hard-boiled eggs. In this case, it's easier as we don't have to peel our egg today. So we're just going to go ahead and crack that right into our boiling water. And while that's cooking and our toast here is toasting up a little bit, we're actually going to go ahead and cut our avocado. Funny fact, I feel most people in the home cut themselves more on anything is an avocado. So what you're going to do is just very carefully put the avocado in the palm of your hand, and you're just going to press your knife till you feel it stop. That's against the pit of the avocado. And you're just going to rotate the avocado without moving your knife. And you just take it, and it pops right apart.
So how does an avocado, which I've always kind of associated with Mexican food, fit into the Mediterranean diet, Alex?
So one great thing, people have the stigmatism about the Mediterranean diet that you have to eat Mediterranean food. That's not what the Mediterranean diet is. It's not strictly Mediterranean food. It's just different ingredients that kind of fit into it. So avocado fits great into our Mediterranean diet. It's healthy fats, omega-3s, all the good stuff that you're going to look for in our diet here today.
Avocados are also a great source of other essential vitamins and minerals like potassium. A lot of people associate potassium with the banana, but an avocado actually has a lot more potassium than a banana does. And it also features a lot of those antioxidants I mentioned earlier that help protect tissues and organs, and they're just absolutely delicious on top of that. Now, when it comes to selecting an avocado, Alex, how do you know that it's going to peel so nicely as it did, like you just showed us? Is there a way to kind of figure that out?
So there is and there isn't. There is kind of a way that you can tell simply by the feel of it. You can put this in your hand here. It's firm, but yet not rock hard. And when I squeeze it, it actually doesn't squeeze. So therefore, we know it's a good ripe avocado.
So it takes kind of a trained touch.
I wouldn't necessarily say it takes a trained touch. Just if you felt a rock hard avocado, you'll know it's a rock hard avocado. And if you felt one that is past its ripeness, your hand can just go right through that. So we got our poached egg here. We're going to go ahead and just cook our poached egg to a nice medium. That way our yolk doesn't run all over our toast here. But like I said, these can be cooked to your preference. So our toast is looking nice and good here. So we're going to go ahead and just give that ham a flip. And our egg is just about done. Like I said, this is a very quick, simple breakfast. All of these items fit perfectly into your Mediterranean diet.
Yes, we've got the healthy fats of the avocado. We've got the whole grains, and we've got some of the highest quality protein you can eat in an egg, along with there's the yolk in an egg is full of nutrients, vitamins, and antioxidants. It's full of an antioxidant called beta carotene that gives it that yellow color that is really good for your tissues and organs. And the cholesterol content in the yolk is kind of given eggs a bad rap, but there's a lot of nutrients you'd be missing out on if you didn't eat eggs. You were worried about cholesterol, and you could probably eat about an egg a day, and it would not affect your cholesterol, and you'd be getting all of those rich nutrients and the high quality protein in a really delicious food that's only about 75 calories. It's very calorie light and nutrient dense.
It's all great information, Bill, and thank you for that. So we got our toast down here. We got our avocado. It's been peeled and sliced. Our medium poached eggs. So we're ready to assemble this, and then we'll give it a try. And here you can see we have our avocado toast plated up here. We have our nice poached egg. And Bill and I are going to go ahead and just give this a try here.
Do I get the honors?
Oh, you get the honors, of course.
Thank you very much. Looks like everything, the toast is done to perfection. I noticed that you did that in a pan. I'm sliding off here. But people don't necessarily have to do it in a pan. Right?
No, like I said, you can do it in a toaster, in your toaster oven, even all those other things that you have. It's just, I did it in a pan because we have our stove right here for us today.
Yummy. Really nice combination of flavors and textures, and really easy. About how long did that take?
I mean, from start to finish, that was probably only about 3 minutes to get our breakfast here done. And like I said, like Bill was saying, it's very different textures, different flavors. It's really gonna just great way to start your day. Some other items that are really good for starting your day are oatmeal is one that fits perfect into our Mediterranean diet here. And so does fresh fruit and yogurts. So you're not really going to be limited on like you can be with other diets of what can I eat. That's the great thing about the Mediterranean diet itself is there's so wide variety of what actually fits into the diet itself.
And a breakfast like this, in addition to being very, very delicious and very pretty too, it's full of foods that are going to stick with you throughout the morning. The egg and the avocado are full of healthy fats that's going to make you feel fuller longer, and the combination of the whole grains is going to slow down the digestion it'll like you'll feel like you have more energy longer. There's all kinds of good stuff about this. The whole grains, lots of fiber to protect your digestive health, keep your cholesterol low, manage your blood sugar. Fiber is amazing in a lot of ways. And what are we up for next, Alex?
So up next, we're actually going to be cooking some salmon. Is going to be our main dish here today. While these pans are getting hot though, we'll kind of just talk a little bit about what really fits in the Mediterranean diet and why it's so successful for so many people. So the Mediterranean diet, like Bill was saying earlier, it's mostly poultry and fish. And that's really the main key to it, is it's not limiting you on, you have to eat these items from this region of the world. Salmon is a local item here in Washington, and it's going to fit great into our Mediterranean diet. A lot of those other things that you eat in your regular life are going to fit great into this diet. Your fresh vegetables, your fruits, yogurts, whole grain toast, and things like that. You don't really lose anything with switching or adapting to the Mediterranean lifestyle.
So you focus on the nutrients, not necessarily the food.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So our pans here are ready to go. So I think we're ready to just about start our salmon. So we're going to go ahead and start cooking our main dish here. It's going to be salmon with some garbanzo beans, green beans, and some cherry tomatoes. So we've got all of our pans here. They're with olive oil. They're nice and hot, ready to go. It's actually one of the keys when cooking is to always start with a hot pan.
And with olive oil, you can't have it too hot.
That's very true. Your extra virgin olive oils, those are gonna the professional term is called smoke point, and you'll actually see it as your pan will start to smoke. In this case, we just have just some regular olive oil here. It's got a little bit higher that smoke point. That's what I like to use when cooking, just because I like to cook with a hot pan. So we're going to go ahead and start. We're actually going to start with our tomatoes here. I just went ahead and halved these cherry tomatoes, and we're just going to get them started. We're looking for a little bit of color on those tomatoes, just because in my mind, color equals flavor. So once those are started, we're just going to take a little salt and pepper here and just put it right on our salmon.
So color equals flavor. Do you mean like a browning?
A little bit of browning, a little bit of stuff on there, so it kind of looks like a roasted potato. We'll take our salmon, and if you hear it, that means it's cooking.
And Alex is cooking this food in the healthiest oil you can eat.
We'll take some of our green beans here. Get those going in our other pan, and a little bit of minced fresh garlic.
A little salt and pepper.
That's really all I ever use. I use salt and pepper for most of my seasonings, unless I'm going for a specific flavor. That's really all I'm ever going to season. Give our pans here a nice little shake, just kind of see how they're all doing. Our salmon here is looking really good, so we're actually going to turn our pan down just a touch. Got a little bit of some fresh lemon zest that we're going to put right in there as well, kind of helping infuse that and a little bit of flavor with it. It's going to be really nice and delicious. So our tomatoes here, they're starting to get a little bit of color, starting to cook on it. So we're going to add our garbanzo beans right in there. And all we're looking for with our garbanzo beans is to make sure that those get nice and hot.
And right here, Alex is cooking the healthiest bean you can eat in the healthiest oil you can eat.
We got our salmon there flipped. It's got that nice little bit of golden crust on it. It's exactly what we're going to look for. We're going to take the lemon that we zested here, and we're just actually going to squeeze that right into that, right over our salmon there. It's going to make a little bit of a popping thing, just adding that lemon to the oil, but it's going to be a good flavor.
So what do you do about lemon and fish, Alex? They work so well.
Both are just complementary flavors. So fish and lemon, they can be very light. So you don't want to go like a heavy like barbecue sauce like you would do with a red meat or a steak. So that's why we're going to go with our lemon there. It's just a nice light flavor to complement our light fish. So our fish is about done. So I went ahead and just actually turned off our pan, and I'm just going to let it kind of finish doing its thing right there for a few minutes while we finish our green beans and our garbanzos and tomatoes here.
So what did you just put in that pan, Alex?
So I put a little bit of feta cheese. You know, that's one thing that many diets will not allow you to continue to eat, or they say is against their diet rules, is dairy and cheese products. And that's one reason why the Mediterranean diet is also very successful, is it allows you to still eat those items that you already enjoy, such as cheese, yogurts, things along those lines.
So what's different about the feta cheese?
So our feta cheese is what's known as a fresh cheese. So it's not got a bunch of processes in it or other chemicals like you're going to get with like your sliced American or your cheddars and things like that. So it's just going to be a lot more of that healthy protein and other lovely nutritional values that you're going to lose in some of our processed items.
How about the fat content versus like cheddar or mozzarella?
So I mean, that's really very specific. I couldn't necessarily tell you the fat content on it because that's just going to be how the manufacturer of that brand does their cheese. So we're pretty much ready actually here with our salmon. So just plate up and we'll go ahead and kind of give it a try here in a few minutes. So as you can see here, here is our salmon dish. We have our green beans, our salmon, that nice little bit of that kind of golden crispy crust on there is just going to be a good little flavor. And then we have our tomatoes and green beans, or garbanzo beans. So Bill and I are going to give this a quick little try, and then we'll kind of talk about some different things about this.
Why don't you go first this
Why
time?
don't I go for it?
Since I got the first shot at after breakfast.
I want to make sure I get some of those tomatoes on this because those are going to be really good.
Now, what Alex has prepared here, in addition to just looking gorgeous as usual, it's just a bonanza of variety when it comes to nutrients. The salmon, of course, is very rich in omega-3s that fight inflammation throughout your body, and it's also got lots of antioxidants, and it's really high quality protein. What's this, about 3.5 ounces?
No, it's about 3.5, 4 ounces. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that much. This little hunk of salmon packs about like 25 grams of protein, and it's really high quality protein. And I'm gonna have a mouthful here.
So while Bill's enjoying that bite there, what's really great is all of this can be locally sourced at any grocery store. There's nothing special about the Mediterranean diet. You don't got to go find ingredients for it. You don't got to go hunting and planning. You can just go to your local supermarket and just get fresh vegetables, proteins right from their meat market there, and you're good to go.
A little bit more about the nutrients in this beautiful plate. The garbanzo beans that Alex sauteed are really a superfood. They're loaded with fiber, and they're full of potassium and B vitamins and essential vitamins and minerals that help keep your brain and your nervous system healthy. The tomatoes are really low calorie, high nutrient value foods. They're about 85% water, but what they have left is a lot of great fiber, a lot of vitamin C, a lot of antioxidants, in particular an antioxidant that protects tissues and organs called lycopene. And tomatoes actually get healthier when you cook them. They're one of the few fruits or vegetables that actually gets healthier when you cook them, because when you cook a tomato, it helps bring out the lycopene, and so that your body can absorb it better. And the green beans are loaded with calcium. Believe it or not, you don't usually associate green beans with a calcium source, but they're an excellent source of calcium and fiber as well. And because of all of the magnificent colors you see here, it's like the more colors, the more antioxidant value. And so pretty low calorie, not a whole lot of calories here, but
Tons of flavor.
Tons of flavor, tons of nutrients, which is really what the Mediterranean diet is all about.
Definitely. One other advantage to this is it still allows you to have dessert and bake. There's whole grain flours out there at just about any supermarket that allows you to still make your cake batters, your pie crusts. You can have your fresh fruit, like an apple pie, for instance. That still will fit into your Mediterranean diet. Granted, you're not going to put in as much sugar as normal, but it still will fit.
What could be an alternative to the copious amounts of sugar that you see in most baking recipes?
So honey. Honey is a really great alternative to going with your standard brown sugars or white sugars, because it's a natural sugar. And there's great benefits to honey that you're just not going to get in your typical granulated sugars.
Yeah, one little side about honey, it's actually antibacterial, which is an unusual property for a food like that.
Definitely. Yogurt parfaits, you can even just bake a pear with some cinnamon and honey on it, or just a great, simple, quick dessert item. So you don't actually lose out on that aspect of enjoying life. So all of these items came directly from Touchmark's kitchen here. Touchmark is one of the leaders in our dining program, as we are a scratch-made kitchen here, and that's pretty rare in our industry. Which is why if you come here, you're going to get a meal like this on a nightly basis. So come to Touchmark and let us cook for you.
If you want to learn anything more about the great amenities that residents enjoy at Touchmark, that in addition to the excellent dining choices include, for example, our full service health and fitness department. We've got one-on-one training, group exercise classes for people of any ability, and we have especially exercise for Parkinson's. We've got a great exercise program, especially for people living with Parkinson's, that's designed to help them. And it's all here waiting for you to check out. And if you want to learn more about Touchmark, give us a call at 509-536-2929, or visit us on the web at touchmark.com. And we want to thank you all for joining us today. And we especially want to thank the Northwest Parkinson's Foundation for this opportunity to present the nutritional benefits of the Mediterranean diet for the 2021 HOPE Conference.
Again, thank you for joining us. I think Bill's actually going to finish off this salmon here for us. So enjoy cooking at home, and we look forward to possibly seeing you here at Touchmark in our dining room. Thank you.